In this podcast, we look at healthy and active lifestyles and how they can benefit you. We look at the three categories, the benefits and the reasons for taking part in physical activity. So, a healthy and active lifestyle. Well, that's defined as a lifestyle that contributes positively to physical, mental and social well-being and includes regular exercise and physical activity. So within that definition, it's broken up into three parts, and these are the benefits. So the benefits for taking part in physical activity fall into three main categories. We have physical, mental and social benefits. So always remember that when you're doing an exam. So it's physical, mental and social benefits. Now examples of those might be a physical one of improving your health and fitness. A mental one, which means about the mind or the brain, are examples of reducing stress or relieving any related problems. And the third thing of social means that you're going to start to work with others, so you might build some team working skills or develop friendships. So there are 7 core benefits that you need to know for your GCSE exam. So the first one is to increase fitness. The second is to help the individual to feel good. The third is to relieve stress and tension. The fourth is to increase self-esteem and confidence. Number 5 is to improve your health. 6 for enjoyment. And 7 for a mental challenge. Now what you need to be able to do, and you can do this by doing the questions on the units, is try and make sure that for each one of these you can put them into a physical, a mental or a social benefit of taking part in physical activity. The final part of this unit is looking at the reasons for taking part in physical activity. So by these reasons, we mean things that we know that we're going to get by taking part. So previously a benefit was enjoyment. Now we don't know that we're going to enjoy a sport until we actually do it. Well, with the reasons that we've got, we know exactly what we're going to get before we take part. So an example is cooperation. Now if I play a team sport, I know I'm going to be working in a team, so therefore I'm going to have to cooperate with other players. So that is a reason for taking part in a team sport. Another reason for taking part in sport is competition. Now working against another opponent by trying to win is what we mean by competition. Now we know we're going to get that by playing sport. Another reason for taking part in physical activity is for a physical challenge. So for instance, somebody might do the London Marathon because it's hard, because they know that they can try and achieve something by that physical challenge. Another physical challenge might be, as an older person, taking part in physical activity after a time away from sport, and that might be purely for this physical challenge of it. Another reason for taking part in sport is aesthetic appreciation. So aesthetic appreciation. That means just for the beauty of it. So sports like gymnastics have a certain beauty because of the way they look. Maybe a certain save in football or a catch in cricket might have that beauty from how we view a sport, and that's an aesthetic appreciation. And the fifth one is that we can develop friendships or social mixing, and by that we might meet new people or be able to interact with existing people because we're playing a sport. So these are things that we know are going to happen, not things that might happen. So we know that we're going to mix with other people because of a team sport. We might enjoy something because of the way it looks. We know that there'll be a physical challenge, as well as the fact that we know that there's going to be competition and cooperation in certain sports. And that's the reason of why we do them. Now try the Unit 1.1.1 test on the app.